All praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachakodash, and giving double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, the great millstone, who well, peace and salutation to the elect. Starting with 144,000 prophets, 12,000 choice men out of each of the 12 tribes of Israel, and the rest of the remnant of the 1/3, men, women, and children who are Israelites, whom the Lord is going to have mercy upon. And the Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans. And since our seed has been scattered across the four winds, you do have Israelites that look like the rest of the heathen nations, where they have been scattered to, but by the way of their fathers, going back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right. So, Shemel Mappa is a Mappa, the Great Millstone Plaintables Camp, located here in the city of Philadelphia. Double lines to the apostles, the elder bishops, the Great Millstone. If I haven't said that, coming with a wee lesson. So this is a lamb back off of the Apostle Rakha, Apostle Elder Rakha, and putting a video titled "The Lord is Protecting His Elect." And this has been through my meditation about it, which I would say a little testimony. These days are getting a bit more rougher and rougher at these jobs in which we're working, and as the scriptures do say, in the end, which it is notable that I get that. It says, it in Matthew the 24th chapter and the 12th verse. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Iniquity and pneumia, which goes on to just a compoundation of transgressions of sin, right? Of the law, which would be sin. All right. And it's surely the iniquity is abounding. The average person is wicked, okay, as we go into it. And let alone the average, you would say, Israelite woman, like I said, she has a multitude of which means she has a multitude of demons on her, okay? And you have to be very, very careful of that, because our people, 2/3 of our people here in America are not for us at all. All right, they're sorcerers, they're premeditate murderers, they are traitors, all sorts of things. They have malice in their heart. As a Benjamite say, they have no love. But yeah, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, and this is verse 25. I have applied mine heart, or my mind, this would be Shalamah or Solomon, and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness, and I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart or mind is snares and nets. Snares and nets. Like, I had a dream. I woke up from a dream too, that this woman that I don't even understand how this. I guess because I was in Frankfurt or something. Maybe I don't know. But so it's a woman from, she was just like a regular girl that, was at the skate park when I used to be a youth, and she was basically the boyfriend, or girlfriend of another skateboarder, right? And I might have seen this other skateboarder in recent years, like basically on drugs. He might have been going to work, but I seen him. If it was him, which I believe it was him, and I couldn't even like say hi to him, because like I say, he's not in a sober-minded state, and a lot of these people, when they get drugs and stuff, they plot on one another and stuff. So I could see the spirits on him. But anyway, the dream, I think he had a child with a particular girl, this girl that was in my dream, but I think they were no longer together or something like that. In the dream or something, and I believe somehow I seen the girl, and I went into their degenerate house, which should be hers, that is, or house that she live in. And I remember basically dealing with the chick, but basically upon dealing, the chick, I think what I have remembered is that in the dream, the chick basically wanted to deal, but it was like as if she was like, do I have basically a wrap on, protection, and basically didn't want that, but why would a woman not want that? In these times, a lot of it is because they would like to get you into a baby trap, okay? Which a trap, snare, or mataza wad, and you have nets is haram. So you have mataza wadium, with snares in the plural sense, okay? Which will get you in a stronghold, okay? Capturing for animals or fishes. Well, you'll be that certain animal, because you are supposed to have wisdom to combat against these different snares that these wicked individuals, these women, would like to get us in. Okay, you go to the other word for nets, haram, which is it says haram, like a thing devoted, okay, for destruction, okay, dedicated thing of which should be have been destroyed, okay. So if it says that her heart is as snares and nets, dedicated for a purpose to be destroyed, you don't want to be caught into that particular trap, okay? That form of manipulation, and a lot of men fall into it. I hear so many arguments about men. I was one time in a police station like last week doing some type of report for stolen material at my job, and you had this Jake talking about how his alleged baby mom being complicated and don't want him to see his child, and want to put some type of restrictive order upon him, restraining order. And the guy sounding as if he honestly, genuinely take care of his child, but you have the curses that do and befall our people and our women. You have this in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, which this has hit the so-called Negros, Latinos, and Native Americans heavy. I'll find a particular scripture in a moment. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 54. So that man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother. And you have it that the mind, okay, of Israelites are against other Israelites. Okay. You have it. A lot of Israelites don't want to see other Israelites successful at my job, which pretty much revolve around improving neighborhoods via cleaning. A lot of people see me as an enemy. Okay. Actually caring for the earth and being sanitary is something looked at to a lot of our people as wicked, which there shouldn't be rubbish collected up and hoarded over years' time, making an area look dirty. Okay, but some people, they just want to be like that because they're in an unclean state of mind anyway. Okay. And it says, in towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant his children which he shall leave. Okay, you have, like I say, this befall us with the men, and you go down to the same verse basically, or the next verse, and it says it basically going regarding the woman, the tender and delicate woman among you, which have not ventured to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Her eye, meaning her mind, shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom, and towards her son, and towards her daughter. And their mind is evil towards their own offspring, their own family, okay, their own husband, man, okay, the so-called black woman, all right, not even respecting, okay, either it would be a so-called black man, okay, because I look like so-called black man, but I'm an Ephraimite. An Ephraim is as a king unturned, okay. So you have it. This particular woman was meddling with work business, and she was basically being Satan, the enemy, and she thought that she was gonna teach me a lesson by basically trying to have lordship and claim that she's the boss. Because a lot of our people, they have these inflated egos. Everything revolves around themselves. Really, that's them just suffering, particularly from a form of autism. Okay, a severe type of autism. So autism go back to AOS, which is basically going to being about yourself. Okay, being in your own world. Okay, most people that have that, they're in their own world. You'll see somebody that have suffered from that mental disability. They're in their own world. Okay, but the particular woman, it's all spiritual. I told her I said in my mind, and I said I think to Clifton, or shoot, this particular worker, Bard. Yeah, this particular worker. I told him, I said to this worker, right? I said, yo, this chick would never do that if we were like the so-called white man, right? If we would eat them. And you know what ended up happening? The chick left and came back, right? When she came back, she said that y'all don't do this to basically white people. She said, and it's absolutely spiritual, because you know that was a direct spoken word from Satan, the spiritual demon. As the scriptures say, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Okay. Ephesians chapter 6. It tell you in verse 12. I'll start at verse 10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the power, that ye, the power, Yahweh Shem Ashai, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Okay? And you have the cunningness, the trickery, all right, of Satan. Okay? The methodia, the different cunning arts, the way of, basically lying in wait to trick you. And it's crazy too, because the woman, she had looked like she had a smirk on her face, because I tested her. I made her basically bear false witness on me, because she didn't I basically gave her like a riddle in a sense, and she didn't know what happened, which that dismissed everything, okay, in itself. And this is an elderly woman, okay, with a bonnet on her head. It looked like she didn't even wash her face that morning, but yeah, like a lot of our people, they just, they're through, and she put out pretty much like in a sense a sort of a warning in a sense, but it was like it had malice behind it, because as you know, a lot of us work, and we deal with people out there on the streets, and crime and stuff like that. The chick mentioned about different individuals getting shot in the street, okay, and basically that coming up on different you would say of properties puts us at risk, which of course it would, but obviously if somebody is to go and kill you or something like that, that had to be sanctioned by the Lord. All right. For me, if I was to be doing my job and somebody wanted to basically take me out, the Lord would have to sanction that. Okay, and I try not obviously to tempt the Lord, by staying obviously in the perimeters of the hedge of his wisdom. Okay. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, and against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Now you go into the demons, okay, the principalities, the arche, which is going into angels and demons. All right, messages of Satan. We go against that. Okay. And I mentioned about this is the book of Psalms, chapter 27. And 5, and it says here, for in the time of trouble he shall make me in his pavilion, in the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me up upon a rock. And we on that rock, which is Yahweh Shai. Okay, we're stable. Okay? Because you have a lot of people, a lot of enemies against us. As David, you talk about pursuits of his enemies. This is Psalms chapter 27 and 1. It says, Yahweh is my light and my salvation. The Lord is our knowledge, in which it allows us to see and to know. Okay? and he's our deliverer. Salvation. Whom shall I fear? And that's what have me walking, as the scriptures say, the righteous are bold as a lion. To do accomplish my job, which I've been doing my job for over decades. Okay, I mean at least a decade. Going on. So it's not my first rodeo. We dealt with individuals like her. But it says, whom shall I fear? Yahweh is my strength. Yahweh is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even mine enemies and my foes, which we know the so-called black woman is the foe of Israelite man, definitely. All right, just go to Micah, or I think it's Micah, the 7th chapter. See that my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her. Who have said, where is my God? Where is my power? Basically, it says, when the wicked, even my enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell. Yeah. Why? The Lord gives the victory of a battle. Though an host or army should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war shall rise against me, in this will I be confident. Okay, that what the Lord is my strength, is the strength of my life. Okay, that's what we're confident, have the faith in too. The strength is I was. Okay, from eyes is the root, I believe, when you chase it. You got Izaz. Okay, Izaz. So you have it, ma I was Zaz. That's to mean a stronghold, or they got a protection or refuge of the power. All right. So you have it as a ma I was chaya ya. Okay, basically a stronghold or strength, my life. Chaya ya. Life my. Okay. And it says ma ya, or my mom. I just my mom ya, of whom I pachad, basically dread. I dread. Okay. Pachad, right? That's it. Yeah, to dread, exactly. You see that same in Psalms, the 64th chapter, same Hebrew word. But yeah. Now, the scriptures say in Psalms, I think that's 34 and 7, the angel of Yahweh encampeth round about them that fear him and delivered them. So if we could be encamped round about by a bunch of individuals physically and see them and they're against us, well, you have an army of angels that surrounded us, that is defending us. And that's the point. Going back, the Lord is protecting his elect.
And 15, this is what the Most High himself said, right? Saying, touch not mine anointed, and do my prophets no harm. See that? The Most High said that. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. He said that. Touch not my anointed, and do my prophets no harm. That means the Lord is protecting us, man. But we got to have faith in that. But that's why the scriptures say what? Give diligence to make thy calling and election sure. So in order for the Lord to protect you, in order for you to be under the hedge of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, you got to be doing the work. That's why you got to give due diligence onto this work. You see, onto this truth. Okay? Because if you do so, then Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai be with you, man. The Lord said it, man. So these devils, they would like to do us harm, But the Most High, he got the angels out here, Yahweh Shai, guiding the angels. Yahweh Shai himself, touch not my anointed and do my prophet. Meaning they would like to kill us if they could. But the spirit of Yahweh Shai and the angels, boom, y'all better leave those men alone. They compelled to leave us alone, even though they could kill us on a physical level, but they're like, nah, nope, y'all better not, because something real fucking bad gonna happen. Now I'm gonna jump to the book of Zechariah 2:8, all right? For thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai of hosts, after the glory have he sent me unto the nations, that's the prophets, the elect, which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. See that? So whoso messes with the Most High's servants, the Most High's people, which the servants of the Lord are truly the elect. It starts with the elect. You touching the Lord, the apple of the Lord's eye, and it starts with the elect. Okay? So when you mess around with the Most High's men, and that includes even you wicked evil nigga, you wicked evil niggas that are scoffing too, the ones of you that are speaking evil and trying to destroy the character of the men of the Lord, that applies to you too. You touching the apple of the Lord's eye, even if you are another Israelite, but if you're a wicked Israelite of the 2/3. So y'all gonna get a lot of you wicked evil niggas that scoff and come against this truth or threaten the men of the Lord, you gonna get the judgment of Esau, man.
Yeah, and that's it. You know, especially with the woman, she looked like she didn't have no hedge at all. Okay, because there was not even a single man around. Okay, and the sad thing about the so-called black woman that you see is that they want to be the greatest boss, and of course they're just nothing but these queens. Going back to Quinn, which means is now a harlot. They have nobody to protect them. Okay. So that's it. As it says, she shall be trodden down like the mire on the street. So we know the hedge, we know the word. Just stay diligent, brothers. Call all you my Yahweh Shem Ashai B'Shem Kokodash. That belongs to the elder apostles, the great millstone, peace and salutation to you. Remember this.